She's about to tell the good news.
10, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and we're hot.
What up now? Good morning, Houston and surrounding continents.
Good morning.
I was awake, boss. I was awake.
Amen.
I woke up at about midnight.
Oh.
And been up really kind of since then. But guess what? You all were on my mind because love is
Our arsenal.
And this is the one day of the week we can actually tell everybody to love. And they
One day
might
of the
do
year.
it. Oh, yeah, that one of the
One day of the year.
See how much we live this? It was it's annual for them. It's daily for us.
Yes.
Welcome to
Yes,
HOH Digital
daily,
Radio.
daily.
It's daily.
Daily.
This is digital radio right now. You're listening to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, the station that prays, the station that's already in you. HOH 77.7. Catch it on your phones. Catch it in your throne. Catch it. Because we're on the microphone. No? Okay.
through now.
You trying to bust
Yeah.
it?
Going
trying
old
to bust it.
school.
I got
Bust
you.
the mic.
Yeah, my name is
Right.
Capone, and I'm here on the microphone. I'm going up the dome. Don't leave me alone. What?
HOH. 77.7 HOH. Okay.
That was good. It was just a little high pitch, a little too much. I'm Wendy J. Turner, and I can't tell you, we have no seats in the house. You never know with HOH. But it's a full house in here. Everybody say, hey. Who's got that VICTORY?
We got
Yeah.
CTO.
That's right. We have it, and guess what? We are in this house, everybody. So guess what? You can see the full scope because there are no chairs available this morning.
Well.
Catch us on YouTube. What's the station, LaToya?
It's HOH 77.7. You can go to YouTube, Hope Over Hurt Nation.
Oh, that's how you can find us. And guess what? We got some good news coming up. We've got financial fitness up Friday. Get your money
Yo.
right. Get your money right. We got and we got other stuff. It's just and guess what? Z's here with us this morning.
Whoa,
Hello,
Z's
Z.
in the house.
Yes.
We
and-
love when Z's
man.
in the house.
How we gonna get these welcomes in? Hold on. So I'm waiting. No, I'm not gonna wait too much longer. Listen, I got shade in my all hour. I'm talking shade. Everybody want to celebrate this day, but listen.
That's no different than the other day.
Well,
Wait
no,
a
I'm
minute.
at least I'm honest about it today. Why is it that on Valentine's Day, Veronica Mungie, you look pretty, got her hair straightened,
Straightened
all
out.
down her back, all down her luxurious back, and it's hers, no clip-ins. That's what she say. Then I got N8100 came with a Spanish Villa Rosa on the side of her ear, and her hair is perfectly coiffed. I mean, every piece of her natural is just
That's
so.
just how I slept on the
No,
pillow.
that's not even. And then wait, Merlene has
Oh,
straightened her hair
check out
with
Merlene.
hope with a bunch
Right.
of oil. She got her hair is shining.
Slick Rick today.
Baby, I think they got some dates, so we doing a speed date that I don't know of today. Something's going down in the house. Zia, am I making it up?
No,
They
you're
came
not.
extra spritzy today.
I'm telling
Then we have some guests in from Colorado.
Hey.
Right? Shout out to the
Colorado.
Coloradians. Hello, Colorado. And we got Billy. Wait, give me her name.
Right.
No, give me her whole name. I'm being messy. I told y'all I am. What's her name gonna be? Billy?
It will be Ray Scott.
Ray huh?
Scott.
Ray Scott.
Billy and
shucks.
Ray.
Billy Ray Scott. I
Got a,
like that.
got a ring to it.
Billy Ray Scott. Look at that love over there. Billy Ray Scott.
Billy Ray
I'm making them some towels that say Billy Ray. Billy Ray Scott.
Billy Ray.
What's your time,
I want
sugar?
y'all to know together, y'all are Billy Ray.
Billy Ray. That sounds, actually, that kind of sounds like a whole design line. I see a whole thing. Billy Ray.
Oh,
Can you
cool.
see it? I
That's a
see
brand.
it.
That's a
I see a
brand.
brand.
That's a brand.
Yeah.
Billy
I
Ray.
like it. It got a ring to
You
it.
heard it
Whatever.
first on HOH
better do it
77.7.
before
It could be
Billy
food,
Ray.
it could be clothing, it could be
Sorry.
makeup, it could be anything, but Billy Ray is sexy.
Look, if you
In
can,
a good way, because
if
y'all
there's-
getting married.
If there's a brand out there called the Honey Pot, okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
I know what the honey pot is.
Yeah, I'm like, I didn't know what
What
it
is the
was.
honey-
Billy
Is
Ray.
this something
Billy Ray.
bad?
No, it's not. No, it's for feminine products, but still.
Okay, hold on. This is already starting early.
No, I'm just.
What
but
time?
I'm like, but the Billy Ray is definitely a great brand name.
You know what,
In my
sis? You
opinion.
done just hit me hard this
They
morning.
hit you hard.
It's Valentine's Day.
Oh, Lord. 6:08 in the morning. Good morning, everybody. The bell is going to be in full effect. But Billy Ray is in the house. I love it.
Amen.
Yes.
Billy Ray. Everybody say it real sweet. Billy Ray.
Billy Ray.
Good morning, Billy Ray. Listen, they were house guests. They didn't meet me until they came in here because y'all know my rule. I'm asleep or trying to go to sleep at a certain hour. They
Yes.
went on a luxurious date, I think, after they landed. I'm just meeting them. They've been at the house, and I know they probably were like, we have to leave these folk houses early this morning. And Brian didn't turn on no heat, so you know it's about 60 degrees.
They used to that from Colorado.
No,
though.
I don't think so. Because they got heated toilets and heated towel racks and things.
Oh, y'all fancy, Billy?
And our house is cold. And I said, Brian, about 350. I bet those people
40
are
degrees
struggling in the
outside.
back. Brian, he was like, nothing. Not let me go hit the heat. Let me go warm the water.
I was a horrible host. I forgot
Oh.
them. Well, I did prompt them now. I
Lord.
warned them.
Lord,
You warned them what,
And-
that you wasn't
Yes.
going to heat them up?
Yes,
I'm
but
sorry.
you, I said I should
tried.
have warmed it up a little bit.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda all night.
But
That's
I
why
did
they
put
wanted me
some
to
extra
go.
cover on the bed.
Good job, B.
I was
Y'all-
trying.
I would have come knocking now.
No, y'all don't understand. I can tell the house because you can, when you put your hand up, you can feel the air.
Oh.
It
And
was
it's
65, I think,
That's
this morning.
sad.
and so I said,
They from Colorado.
I said, darling, I think they struggling in the back.
Right. She said it was nowhere near 65 in that house.
Really? Oh, you see?
I told you.
You
They
feel
not going to
colder?
stay with y'all no
Oh,
more.
You should have seen me doing this.
I'm so.
I'm like, it's
man, I
too
feel
cold.
bad.
It
I said, I woke up. I said, dang, I forgot to ask them, do they want a fan?
That's what he said. That's really what he said. Because y'all don't understand.
It was cold
Wait, you
outside.
don't understand. We have two going at
sleep
the
with
same
two
time.
fans.
Oh, well, I sleep with one.
So the
fan,
house
though.
was at 60 something, the ceiling fan and a floor fan
Yeah. Oh,
at
yeah,
the same time.
Yeah.
So his thought was they may be hot.
Y'all need therapy.
my temperature fluctuates.
I don't know. God made me to handle it. I don't know. It
But
didn't.
see, that's good though, cause when you sleep under all the blankets and just your head be out and just your
Yeah,
butt,
thank you, Elle. See, I got somebody
I got
that
you.
we
can
don't have a lot of
relate
covers.
with
We have one
me.
cover on the bed. One.
Thank you, Elle.
It's one cover. I have two, and I'm under it, enjoying it because I'm used to it. But I also get very hot. So without further ado, I just want to say we're sorry because
Wait,
it's
let's
him.
ask this. Did,
Oh,
did,
Lord.
did it warm up the car on your way over? Did you have heat?
I know that's right.
And he said, "Don't you
that's
know
right.
no
So in,
good?"
other, in other words, they thawed themselves out.
That's what she said.
on the way.
It's a doggone shame.
Oh, big.
That was Billy Ray. That wasn't me. Billy Ray, I tried for heat. I don't get heat at the house.
Is this
I
the
don't
last
get
day? Are y'all
abuse.
going to be here any longer?
No, they just
No,
got
they-
here.
I'm sure they
They
probably
just got
will
here last
never.
night.
But y'all
want
not
this
gonna
again.
spend the
Okay,
night again.
So that won't happen again.
No.
All right.
And if
there
you
we
come in
go.
the summer, same
If you
situation.
need a good price on a hotel, just talk to me. I got you covered.
There you
baby.
go.
And on that note, she's right.
You can't trust him.
Hold
down
on,
there.
say boomerang.
Yeah,
Boomerang.
I love it. I
I
can't.
boomerang.
Okay, so wait a minute, Bishop. Burn up. That do 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 do. Bernadette do 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 do. Bernadette do 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 do. Bernadette. Bernadette, what's going on, Bishop?
Everything. What's going on with y'all?
I don't know.
Oh, no, that was just too short.
No,
okay,
no,
everything
that
was going on
greeting,
with
that
y'all.
greeting was better than the other greeting.
Oh, it was bad this week. It was like, yeah.
Well, you know what's good is that the XFL will be hosting their Super Bowl here in Houston.
Whoa.
Good job.
I heard
All
that.
right,
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, I think that's pretty good.
Shout
I'm very
out to
impressed.
Archangel Gabriel.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the XFL at the moment. It was only been out 1 week, but it was a great weekend last weekend, so I'm looking forward to it.
Here's a goal. You look crazy with that stem hanging from your neck, but I'm going to keep it moving. Here's the goal, Latanya. I want you to give sports without opinion next week.
No, you can't.
Huh?
No, yeah, that's hard to
You
do.
can't do
No,
it.
the Rockets beat the great game when this person high points, this
No.
3-point. That's facts.
Here's the other deal. The Astros did an apology, which really wasn't a really
Oh,
good
And then
apology.
she goes on opinion again.
It was not a good apology. It was a 45-second. We saw.
Yes, it was horrible.
Yeah,
it was horrible.
it was no compassion. There was no.
None.
It was not from the heart. In
Nope.
not my opinion.
My opinion too.
It's
I
your
saw it.
opinion. It is your opinion.
Yeah, but
Did they apologize?
They
Okay,
do it
let's
like
try
they
this.
had to do it and get it over with.
Exactly.
Did they do good? No.
Well, they did.
an apology.
They did apologize.
What was the facts about the apology?
The facts was it was all PR.
No, you did it too.
But no, seriously,
All
no.
my life I
I
had to
believe,
fight.
I believe, the call went out. They know the severity of what has
Absolutely.
happened. Everybody now around the world knows what happened.
Right.
They know now they're back in, camp.
Okay.
The season again is getting ready to kick up.
Okay.
They want to make sure they're doing fan control.
Basically, what they did was they went to the priest and did their confession, and now they put it behind them,
I
and
see
they
it.
want to
She's
go and move
fired.
forward.
No more.
That's
No
what
more.
they've done.
They said that?
this
Did
is
they
what-
say that? That's an
no,
opinion?
Look, I'm grateful that even they did it.
Yeah, but
Let me tell you, I don't care how it may have been perceived
Well.
or received.
Well.
They had the gall to come up in the boldness.
I don't think they had a choice to come up.
apologize.
I don't think they had a choice but to do that because they wanted to start the season off right.
Okay.
Yes.
So
Okay.
I think management, the owner says, okay, this is what you will do before we start our preseason, practice and games, all that kind of stuff. So that I think there was no choice in the matter on that fact, and the way that it was only the two of them that actually did the apology on at the actual interview
Right.
when they were being interviewed. So it was only two of them. Jose, I'm not sorry, but.
Them
what's my
two
boy?
people.
Them two people. Yeah, Altuve. Yeah,
Altuve.
Altuve and Carrera. But still, no.
But then the
the
other
other
one,
kid, yeah.
yes, he
So
did.
it was just not.
Lord,
It was
talk about bullet. Y'all are beating this story to
well. It was because it wasn't real. It wasn't done from their heart, in my opinion.
Well, clearly ESPN agrees with you because I do know what was said was they said they're sick of the Astros, and I quote.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that's like it's going womp womp.
Well,
It's
this-
tanking.
but then you put this watch on Dusty Baker.
yeah.
So
exactly.
all this is on, Dusty Baker.
He's
now
gotta
to
turn
save
it
the
around.
day. Turn it
He
around.
gotta turn it around.
And look, and I believe he will.
Dusty Baker's the new manager.
And I believe he will turn it
Yeah.
around because his goal
He's a
is, he
history.
said
He has
I've
history.
never
Dusty.
won this one.
Yeah.
And so he came in with a whole new determination
yeah.
to win.
He's always been baseball coach.
He's been
Oh,
baseball
yeah.
coach, but they've never
He's
won.
70 years old, yeah.
The pennant.
He's
Yeah.
how old?
He's
70,
70,
71, I
something
think.
like
Yeah.
that.
Hold on, Dusty.
But
Yeah.
see, look,
But he's
this-
well respected in the industry.
No, mom and daddy, that's some inspiration. Dusty
Totally.
is 71, about to go
Totally.
and go for a whole championship.
Totally.
Yeah.
So just they had to send him in to do the cleanup.
Exactly.
And that speaks volumes.
Yeah, it does speak
because they
volumes.
could have chosen anyone else.
Yeah.
But he said it's his heart to do. He wants to win. So he came in saying what I want to do already for the franchise. It's gonna help me close out my career. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So let me bring y'all
Finish
along.
strong.
He
Yeah.
said, so let me bring y'all along.
Finish strong.
Let me bring y'all along with me. And so I believe just with that takes some of the distraction away.
Please. Because speaking of distraction, drum roll, please. How come Dr. Muhammad, firstly, shout out to Brother Abdul Halim Muhammad. He sent me the Snoop Dogg interview.
Oh yeah.
Wait, when Dr. Muhammad sends you an interview,
Oh.
Yeah.
hold on, Brother Doctor, I love you.
Did he send you the apologies?
He sent me he sent me the part that says my mama talked to me
Okay.
and said, get your whole life together. Two wrongs. Come on, y'all.
Don't
Don't
make
make
it
it
right.
right.
Don't
Right.
make it right. And for that, Gayle King, I'm sorry. Maybe we can talk privately. I appreciate that because facts are truly that Gayle King said what she said. Snoop said what he said. Let's be adults. Let's be
And
millionaires about this.
Lisa Leslie said what she said.
And Leslie said, what did she say? Except let's leave it alone.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, she's sure right. Yeah, she did. But I'm grateful for Snoop's mother being an influence of what's right and that he's listening.
Yeah.
So I think there was a lesson for all of us in
It
that.
is. Always
You know what I mean?
Always is.
Right?
Even with the Astros, it's a lesson for everyone, baseball or none.
What did they do wrong?
It was
a
an
lesson.
emotional response from him when he said those things about Gayle King.
Yes.
It was in the heat of a moment.
The whole Crip side,
Yeah, came
West
out.
side came
yeah.
out.
Yeah, it was totally an emotional response to that. So I'm glad he cleared that up, vindicated himself on that matter. I didn't know his mother told him to get his butt together and get it in there.
She
though.
did.
Okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense then.
She talked to him.
Okay, well, good.
And his
I
mother,
like the
he
fact
grew
that the
up
dog
in
listened
church.
to the mom.
Yeah.
But he grew up in church. His fundamental values were there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he always says that. So I just appreciate that. And the fact that as we grow, you can definitely see the wisdom that has attached like pearls around his neck as he's growing. I'm not saying he's perfect like no,
No,
human
no,
is,
no,
but
no.
truly we can say we've seen growth in him as we
Yep.
have 50 Cent.
The maturity.
Right?
I
You
saw
have
Brand being damaged from what he did, basically, because he's branded with what's her name?
with
Martha
Martha
Stewart,
Yeah, but I
yeah.
think coming back to fix that whole thing, maybe
Exactly.
right?
I think that was a reason for that too. Yeah.
But also Martha knew what it was hitting for. No secrets about his life.
no, she understood that.
So she already took it. Well, wait a minute. He did too. Both of them took a risk with each other. They're both
course.
come from different sides of the track.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, she
Both
still-
have
she
their
did
own
some
mistakes.
time now.
Exactly.
Martha is considered a gangster now.
Well, she's reported felon, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let's say it
something
real
like that.
calm. So both of them have history. But 50 Cent had also done an interview piece that I saw a piece of. Okay. It was also done well. He was like pretty much what was the goal with that conversation, Gayle? I think we need to consider who we're throwing under the bus. And he spoke as well with maturity. So I just want to say, with all things considered, I love seeing the growth in people.
Period.
So we can't lose hope, y'all, is my whole point. Amen? Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
Guess what?
We didn't tell Mir, hey.
Hold on. We didn't say nothing to Mir. Hold on. Mir. Mir.
Top of the rise, guys.
Surprise, guys. Who in here is trying to get over there to the House of Blues?
Yes.
Next week.
Yes,
Miriam
next
is having an full art show will be there next Thursday at the House of Blues.
Yep.
She gonna be up there singing, "Don't you know no good?" Right? We love you, Miriam.
Yes, we do.
We
Yes,
love
we
you so
do.
much.
Yes, we do.
And
Yes,
to
we do.
everybody else who's in here trying to stun on them, I don't know what these women is doing, but we got good news. So don't go anywhere. Don't forget, catch out the whole studio right here on HOH, Hope Overheard Nation on YouTube. Watch, like, subscribe, and all that kind of fun stuff. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this quick commercial. Hey everybody, good morning to you. You can catch everything right now on YouTube if you want. I love you. Ain't nothing you can do about it. I love how the families speak to each other.
Amen. Yes. Catch it. She got a red hat though. And a red hat. Is it hurting? Hell, is it hurting? She's stuck into the room. She's stuck into the room so that she can't get it out of her head. We got to make it connection. Clearly it's today because they dressed like they going on some dates in here. So I guess it's today and I don't know about it. How about that?
10 seconds.
Yes.
Dang, 10 seconds. How long it took
I
me
mean,
to
I
get
can't
this
help it.
flower?
Y'all got dates y'all didn't tell me.
5,
Hold on.
4, 3, 2.
And we're back. This is HOH 77.7. I just want to say they are going on dates. Shanna out of St. Louis. We're back on live air because clearly the dating connection we were trying to do in the building is happening without us because they're all dressed like they're going somewhere. So it's okay, Keisha. Keisha got a whole fresh part. You understand what I'm saying? Keisha got a part that you can see and it's shiny. Her hair silky and luxurious.
You didn't have to tell about a lip.
And she got her ends trimmed. You think I don't notice? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, she's so pretty today.
Who did your hair, KK?
Uh-oh.
Oh, wait a minute, but I have one. Go ahead, baby.
I
Oh,
was touched by Jason Daniels.
Jason did it? Whoa. You ain't even right. You don't want to. What did he do? Did he do the silk press?
Yes, he did.
Oh, my God, it's so pretty. Jason did your hair. You didn't want to tell nobody he did your hair.
No, I told him.
Well, you didn't tell me until just now. You
Yeah,
know
I
what?
didn't
You're not okay. But your Pancake 35 is not on and your glossy lips. So we need you to come on back. But in the meantime, y'all, listen, they look so pretty. But I think, Shanna, they left you out. You need to hit up your girls because they didn't want to get
No,
their
they
hair
left
done.
me out. Nobody asked me about my fur.
Nobody.
Drop the mic.
Y'all don't love me today. You ain't right.
That's what we're doing.
BT, firstly, I want to say to you that today is Valentine's Day. And for those who celebrate a very highly commercialized day, we say amen. But don't forget, love is every day, right?
Amen.
And so to
Yes.
that point, we have a lot of great love news. I got so many we literally had about 25 to 30 this week.
Wow.
Amen.
Seriously.
Amen.
30 or so testimonies. So there's no way I could have written all that not being with Tooth. So with that said, we just give God all the glory because love.
Yes.
You know what I was thinking, sis? I put on the bracelet you gave me, for God so loved the world. And this scripture, a lot of times, is just heard and just kind of become numb. So God said, this is what it is. It says, for God so loved the world. I loved you so much that. Now it's personal.
Yes.
I loved you so much that I gave you life,
Yes.
power,
Yes.
a sound mind,
Yes.
healing ability.
Yes.
I gave you an example. I gave you the purpose, the reason, the bridge builder,
I gave you the blueprint.
the blueprint. I loved you so much. Yeah. That's how I saw it today. So that's John 3:16 in our version.
Amen.
Right?
Yep.
I think we need to write that down.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's do it.
Shout out to Tony Evans' Bible. Great study Bible.
Ooh, yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tony Evans. He has a great study Bible out there. If you're looking for a study Bible, Tony Evans, no, we're not endorsed by him, but it's just a great read. So,
He has also some plans on the app that I use as well.
amen.
And there's 3-day plans, 7-day plans, 21-day plans as well.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? This is what I'm saying. It's a lot of good testimonies. We'll get to them. But first, I'm excited about this breaking news. So everybody just get your little tissues ready. Is he on? I'm assuming he's on. Hold on.
Yeah.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
yeah.
Hold on.
Drum roll, drum
Hold on.
roll, drum
Goes
roll.
on.
More news?
Drum
Uh-oh.
roll, drum roll, drum roll. Yeah.
Triplets.
BZ.
What? I'm just trying to guess.
Excitement.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
It's
Seeley.
love day.
Seeley, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Don't do it, Seeley.
Really about to shave, mister.
Don't do it, Seeley. Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay.
Celia about to give Mister a shave.
Hold on. Y'all better leave me alone.
And sing him running
Shout
down
out
the
to Third
pathway.
Ward that
Are we
made
about to
me
go
who I
to the
am.
money segment?
No, we're not. We're going to go to Save Life segment. First, we're going here.
About to say.
Okay, El, go ahead. I'm listening.
So
Wait.
today is Friday.
Yes, it is.
Happy Valentine's Day to everyone. On behalf of the Mathis crew and 8100, we would like to say that we are extending and expanding our family. We are 3 months pregnant. And we find out in a few weeks if it's a girl or a boy. So that is the news. That is why I've kind of been, in and out, not really here.
Always been in and out.
Say I've been
Nothing different.
Oh, sorry. That's
Let her
8100.
go somewhere.
That's
Sal.
8100. But I was doctor's orders for a bit to be when 8100 was on vacation. We was bed rested.
Yeah.
So that
So
was
we're going to
that
keep
was
you in
the-
prayer for continued seed work.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you,
Let
thank
the
you.
uterus do what it shall.
Yes.
Amen.
Let God's
Yes.
will be
Yes.
done in that body.
Yes, we
Amen.
call it Baby Ducky because everybody likes the 5 heartbeats, and Duck was one of our favorite characters on the 5 heartbeats. So it's Baby Ducky, and Baby Ducky is due to appear 9/9/2020.
My mother's That's my mother's birthday.
That 9-9 for that.
9/9 for the 2000.
Wait,
That's what we doing.
that's that song you were playing for that baby that made you turn off.
There you go. We breaking out for the 9/9 and the 2000.
I love it. So did y'all
I
get the
like
news?
that. That's good. Choir boy.
Yeah.
Choir boy, Baby Ducky.
Yes.
So we wish you continue. Well, did y'all get that news?
Come on.
So finally we get hold on.
Finally.
We've
No
been
wonder
waiting.
you frowned
Wendy
upon me.
did.
I said
Yeah.
triplets.
The
I'm
word.
like, I was too early.
Wendy,
I thought everybody knew.
Wendy has
No.
been itching to say something. She's
Yeah.
been itching to go back to scratch, but
I've been
There
quiet,
you go.
sort of.
She
Yeah, I
has.
have.
So I was
really.
in the right area when I was
You
guessing.
was.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yep. Wait.
Celie, put it down, Celie. Put it down.
Abusive, you see?
Wait.
Abusive relationship. This is the day of love, not the day of beating.
I can't even get it good without hitting something. Okay, so you know what? With that said, that's good news. That's love. I
is.
remember when they met. We all in here, most of us do remember when they met.
Yes.
And I remember then. And so to look at it now, who knew, right?
Who knew?
So we're going to have another baby to baptize.
I didn't even like that dude when I met him.
That's all right. God knew what you needed. And how many months later?
And he loved
4
you through
months.
all of that.
Later, we had a
4
wedding.
months later,
Yes,
we
it
were
did.
married.
Yeah.
I knew it. Once I actually looked at him, I knew he was the one. Like my
I
spirit
knew
settled.
it during a worship moment.
Yep.
I don't even know if
Yep,
that was the
me
first
too.
day or not, but I was on his right side, you were on his left, and I remember we were worshiping, and I was in a whole moment, and he was in a whole moment.
Yep,
And I just saw
I
y'all
remember.
grabbing hands, and I'm like, oh, that's her husband?
Yeah.
I was like, does she even know this guy?
Right.
But I just knew
I remember
that.
that.
That was like, oh, that's it.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I remember that
Me
moment
too.
she's talking about.
That was a whole moment.
I was like, this is
Wow.
happening.
And I was having a whole moment, but that was a whole moment.
And now y'all having a baby.
Yes, we are having a baby. And CJ is uber excited. CJ talks to my stomach all the time. He's excited. Really, really he is. He can't wait to be a big brother.
You had to
so.
wait 17 years.
18 years.
18 years.
And it is
Like
a
me.
difference
Brother.
from being pregnant at age 20 and age 39.
think.
Well, I am telling you.
So when you were singing that song on this past Sunday, you was really singing from your soul.
I was
wasn't you?
singing from the gut, from the bowels of my inside.
Job said, "What God is always on
Job
time."
said, okay, he may not come when you want it, but he be there right on time.
So let me explain to these people who probably like, what is happening? We don't have a musician.
No.
Pray for us. We don't have any music. We have a CD player and a sister.
Yeah.
And so it was, but if we do social media, which most of our churches on social media, we get dinged for music. So I don't know. I guess I was at the lectern and I said, "He's an on-time God."
Yes.
And she had her legs wide open. She was hot and didn't feel
Oh,
well. And we had a box fan on her, sitting in a chair. How many of you know about some old-time church like that?
Job said he may not
That's what
come
happened.
when
This
you
was
want
us.
it, but he'll be there right on time. I tell you, he's an on-time God.
Come on, got it.
Yes, he is. Oh, don't get me excited. Don't get me excited. Don't get
That's
me
what we
excited.
were doing. True
Don't get me
story.
excited.
Right there in that room.
Yes.
What a great time it was.
Wow.
We knew who raised you at that moment.
Oh my Lord, it came all out.
Yeah.
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 Oh, I saw the spirit of everything, not just outside.
No. It
was
was a
everything.
moment. It was a pressing
It was a
moment.
beautiful moment.
And then you had your bag look like a Bible tote, for real. So it was a moment of watching your future. So amen.
Oh, amen.
Amen. In a good way. Just
Yeah,
in that,
yeah,
that
yeah.
we have to have people. We have to have women that can nurture and keep the spirit of what a
Definitely.
mother does.
That's
Yes.
right, yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
I
that
accept
is an opportunity.
Yes, it is.
Okay, everybody can't be a mother nurturer. That men can't do that. We can't do what men do. They can't do that. That's something that's in it. So I saw what happens when somebody stand out there praying for folk on the corner in their house, cooking and saying praises. That's necessary.
Totally.
Yeah.
Amen. So we need that. That can't be lost. We got to work on the next generation to
Amen.
understand.
It has to be
Amen.
passed
Amen.
down.
Accept
It
it.
has to be passed down.
Yeah.
accept
So that's what we know right now. So I just want to ask in just a moment, we're going to have Mother Merlene. I'm thinking Mother Merlene has somebody.
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, the women are being inspired right now online from all over Midwest, talking about they coming in town to get their husband. They going to get a plane ticket, and the baby's going to be a Virgo, and they coming for your husband moment. And so with that said, we just want to say Mother Merlene is coming on in here. So let's go
The
ahead.
hat on, Merlin. Wear that hat. Wear that red hat.
She don't want to mess up that hair. Mother Merlene, it's Mother Merlene. Please keep it clean, Mother Merlene.
Don't eat my chocolate.
Hold on. Here comes Mother Hat. Oh, Lord Jesus.
Good.
Wait, Elle, you're going to have to move so we can see the whole hat. That's that one. Oh, God, help us all.
Good morning, y'all.
Good morning.
Morning, ma'am. Mother Merlene.
I just wanted to make everybody aware that me and 8100 gonna be at the Walmart off of the Beltway in Woodson Park tomorrow morning.
That's right.
Selling side piece baskets
Side
for
piece
anybody
baskets for you.
who is not gonna
Do you
celebrate
massage your-
Wait, I just caught on what you said.
Side piece.
You're going to be
baskets.
selling side piece baskets?
But
it's
tonight we'll
gon-
be there at 5:45. You can get your twofers.
Yeah, your toothpaste, just in case you might have two Valentines. We're gonna have a basket for
Oh, that's messy.
you. And you know,
can't miss
tomorrow
it.
we're gonna have the discount stuff, but it's still gonna be full price because we got to make a profit.
Wait,
Tell them what's in
wait,
the basket,
It's
Merle.
going to be full price, but it's on discount?
We're gonna buy it on discount tonight at midnight. And then we're gonna come sell it at full price tomorrow morning.
Tell them what's in the basket, Merle.
And we introducing our new product. It's called Do you massage oil?
No, ma'am.
You
Oh,
massage
wait.
oil.
Get the bell. Get the bell. See.
Roll the whole bell.
It's gonna, I mean, it's for the, but that's only.
Turn that mic
That's
down.
only
Right there. Right there.
Cut her off.
Turn that one.
Wait,
It's
no,
only for the married
no.
people though. That's in the marriage basket. That's the only one. That
You
has
just
to-
said it was side piece basket.
You said side piece, so now it's married.
Now it's
Which one is it going to be, the side or the marriage? It's going to be 2 pieces or it's going to be 4?
That one goes in the marriage basket.
Oh, you have several baskets.
Yeah, we have a whole bunch of it. We have a whole table.
We have
It's
a
gonna-
plethora.
There you go.
L, I mean,
Spell
8100,
plethora.
sit down.
Spell plethora.
PLA at the
No.
No, don't stop.
I'm
Baby,
embarrassed.
come back.
I'm
What?
formally embarrassed. This is it.
I mean,
I don't care anymore.
Mother Marlene,
we just trying to spread
Mother.
love. and
Try to spread love.
Spread love.
you spread a whole lot of love. Ain't nowhere up in there.
Yes.
What
Some
about,
other
why
stuff.
would you call Do You the massage oil? You had a Do You Holy Ghost miss and now it's a massage oil?
But Do You is the brand, and we're just trying to branch out to
DEW.
different, different products. You
Why
got to-
massage oil?
Yes.
Well, you can massage the
Wait,
Holy
did you,
Spirit.
hey,
into your
81. She asked
Throw
Marlene,
something
that
at
you?
her 'cause I'm a throw
My
and I'm
goodness.
not gonna miss. Everybody know I'm not gonna miss.
See, I didn't say you can massage the Holy Spirit. But a good old massage, ain't nothing wrong with that. You got to stay fully clothed, but ain't nothing wrong with that. It's
So,
from the shoulders, just the shoulders.
I don't miss.
Oh.
Oh Lord.
Okay, you can take your hat off now. And place it back over there.
Okay,
baby.
so what else is in the basket besides some old raggedy massage oil that the Lord is not pleased with?
Raggedy.
What else?
Tell them about the edibles, Merle.
It's
Oh, that's even worse. She gave you the mic. She said she's not touching that. Oh.
Church people, I tell you, it's always church people.
I was just talking about chocolates. What are y'all talking about? Things that you can eat and digest.
You know,
Sorry.
Y'all know that was 8100.
what you gonna do?
Not
See,
that.
you know what?
Yeah,
Police them, see,
I'm
police
just
them.
saying, right after this, meet me in the hall.
Or the parking lot.
He's out.
No, we're going to do the hall.
Look, now
To the parking lot.
We're gonna get baptized.
We're going to have to
by the Holy
apologize
Spirit.
like the Astros now.
What?
Ray.
What is happening?
Ray, do you see? This is Mother Marlene. This is what we have on Sundays, for real. So we don't know why, but it's not good. And now you've embarrassed all of us formally at HOH 77.7. And at this point, I think we may call for a punishment.
Yes.
Sis.
No, I think we're going to head into the missions room.
Yeah.
And we're going to get into the baptismal pool.
Amen.
I
Sitting
think we
right
need to
there,
start
20 feet
all
away.
over. Just sit right in it. Just sit,
Hey,
lie down.
are we able? We
roll
coming
around.
out with some Do You bubble bath? Are we able to put that in there?
You gonna be done. Not do you. You gonna be done. Put a fork in it. You are done, ma'am.
The Lord is not happy.
No.
Lord
can-
is not pleased.
We cannot
Wanna
back
put
out
some
of it
bubble bath
in the
in the baptism pool?
Do you?
Bring that big old bottle of anointing oil. That you,
I'm not gonna do that. It's gonna be a whipping first. It's
Totally.
not gonna go no anointing on it.
Totally.
Okay. So guess
Oh,
what, sis? I
gosh.
don't know if we can take a break.
We
Need to.
Yes. Because it went from bad to worse.
You got me sweating, and now we have a problem because I'm coming over there to y'all in a minute.
No, we
So
going
my song
straight
ain't
to
even
the
coming up, sis. If I could get a little piece of that, I'd have been great. It's even in the rotation.
Or if you just give me a
That's
heads
all right.
up.
We're just about to take a quick Laker
Ooh,
break.
I need
Just
it.
a minute.
Yo,
keep
just a
talking.
minute.
Keep
Jesus,
talking.
help us
Well, we just
today.
needed just a minute because Brian's got to
talk
come
all
in and
day.
tell us something. The faces, if I have
talking.
faces, I've earned them. Y'all, this is some foolery. These are your friends. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
We
we lead them, but they your friends.
We
Talk to your friends.
We speak in love.
No,
we
we
just
just
say
telling
love.
me what
We
y'all
just-
talking about
we
on
just
GMs
say-
when we're not
You
listening.
can stop talking now.
Yes, thank you.
HOH Digital
amen.
Radio 77.7. It's already in you.
Oh my God.
That was good, T. He said you can stop
Way
talking.
out.
Where
even
Give
walk
y'all
the street.
It's
Come
funny
on.
how money
For the
really
love
do.
of money.
And
Yeah.
one.
Well, they're gonna mean
Oh, sing it,
What
sing
that
it.
mean?
Oh, mean.
Come on.
Mean green.
Ow, ow.
Okay, we're sorry.
All right.
I'm really
we
not
back.
sorry. Back to HOH 77.7. This is Friday, Financial Fitness Friday.
Financial Fitness Friday, get your money right.
Thank you for the flowers, BT. But here's your time to talk about whatever it is, brother.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, BT.
This is the month of love. Well, the day of love, but it's the month, the hour,
Of
every
power.
day of love for HOH.
That's
That's
it.
how we
Good
do it.
job,
we love
Beasley.
every day.
Good
Wait a minute, you
All
got a
hours of the
testimony.
day.
We didn't even get started.
Really?
Yes, she said, you know, this
Yes.
is two people talking to each other.
Right.
So
Okay.
Erica and Shanna are speaking. Shanna's all the way in St. Louis. She says, do you know we took the class together, right? To each
Yes,
other.
uh-huh.
No, they're talking to each other. She said, my credit score has gone up even more.
Wow.
Wait a minute, the other says, yes, same here. I have a 700.
700 credit score.
They both are giving
Woo.
their testimonies of what's happened as a result of
Yes.
that teaching, brother.
Oh, well, thank you. I'm so excited to hear that
Amen.
testimony.
Wonderful.
And I would love to hear more.
Yeah.
But I have a question. I'm starting off today's Financial Fitness Friday with a question.
Oh, Lord.
And that is this. I was actually around 18-year-old. And several other gentlemen and myself
Oh, Lord.
was asked, should I go to college?
Oh, that's a good one.
And that is the question for you guys this morning. Should I or should an 18-year-old go to college? What do you suggest?
Baby, look here.
The panelists this morning.
Ooh, that ain't fair. This question is
That's a tough question.
well, wait, this is a trick question.
I
Yeah.
think they should at least
Oh, this is coming from a motherfucking heel.
experience
Oh, Lord, you ain't right.
the first year of college. Now, college is not for everybody. I got in college and realized, hey, this ain't for me. Okay? Now, it's because I didn't go to class sometimes, and
Bad
I
habits.
wanted to go to some parties sometimes, but I was sheltered. That was my excuse. But I do still have friends that I met in college. Oh, no, I'm just, no, okay. I do still have friends that I met in college. I do still have some principals in college. I mean, so I think the experience, some principals. I think that they should at least go to experience to see if this is what they want. Now, I also have realized not completing college has left me with some deficits that I'm not too proud of, that I'm still trying to catch up on. But I would not have known that had I not gone and gotten that experience.
What's those deficits, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, BZ, you getting a little too deep, but okay.
Just a quick answer,
You
shallow.
know, in some instances, I get kind of intimidated for certain positions at one time because I didn't have that paper. In some circles where I have people that have the paper, I kind of didn't want to jump into the conversation because I felt I couldn't.
Inadequate or insecure in that
Yeah,
area.
because I didn't have the type of education that they had. Smart as a whip, but that piece of paper was very intimidating to me. So yeah, it's a little bit.
So she suggests that going to experience college and get some, maybe if it's a year or two, just to have the experience. Any other suggestions to the 18-year-olds of today?
Well, Stephanie Johnson out of Virginia says, I went to college and went wild. So I say no unless you're ready to go. I wasn't ready.
I think it depends on what it is that the person is trying to do or be, because in order to be successful in anything, you have to learn something about it. You can't just, I mean, you could self-teach yourself, but there's certain things you can learn in school that you might not be able to learn by yourself. And then also there's just, I just think that there's more to be learned, more to be said, more experience from someone who's been in it, maybe, possibly, or who specializes in that field, whatever that may be, because you want to do what you love first and foremost. You don't want it to just be about money. So I don't know. I guess it depends.
Erica, hold on just one second. Erica Chambers says that her child is living his dreams right now. She always let him know the opportunity to go to college was there, but he did not go straight out of school. And right now she's saying he's living his dreams. So that's a comment also happening. And go ahead, Mir.
And I also can attest to that. Just saying, like, it really depends based on what you want to do, on top of what it is that you're actually like looking towards doing as you grow. What you're going to utilize it for the most part. Because I mean, some people can go to college and have a degree that they don't even use,
Right.
while
Speak it, baby.
others can also not go and be the CEO because they don't necessarily need the paperwork in order to give out the people, give jobs to the people that do have the paperwork.
Right.
But I mean, it's a balance between the two.
That's true.
With me as going to college as an adult, I appreciated it more and appreciate the financial sacrifice that I made a lot more than I did when my parents made it when I was 18.
Fair.
That's
That's cool.
Ditto.
Yeah.
Ditto.
And it's for me, who did a 37-year career without a degree, but was given the title of design engineer for NASA. That just goes to show you that you don't need the paper as well. But that was in a time that you could do that. I don't know if you can do that now, but here's my thought for an 18-year-old. It all depends on the personality of that child or that teenager, that young adult. Where their head is.
Right.
If they're headstrong and have a desire to be successful, then a piece of paper is not going to get that for you.
Right.
That's been proven through all of the great giants in the past that have actually been very successful. You have the Rockefellers, you have the Carnegie. All these people, they didn't have a degree. They didn't have those degrees, but they had the success. So it depends on where he is or where she is in their thought process.
Okay.
Wait, I have one more thing to add. There's this motivational speaker, I think his name is Gary, and he made this video where he gives advice to young adults who want to be entrepreneurs, who want to be successful in whatever career that may be, and he kind of just basically encourages them not to go to school. He says that, a lot of the people that are CEOs, they start off literally just by getting coffee. Just by being close to the person who's successful, and that's how they
Bill
usually
Gates didn't graduate.
Exactly.
Mark
That's how they get
Zuckerberg
their
didn't
foot in the
graduate.
door. Is
Yeah.
working with those alongside and serving their way up to that, to learn literally, kind of like side by side in person,
Being
an
mentored.
internship, which you can't learn in a classroom.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So
Look what Shannon says. Shannon said, I went to college and got my degree, and I'm not even working in my field. She says, sometimes I
Same.
regret going because of that.
Right.
same.
There are not any jobs out there, for today's children, young adults who are graduating. I keep saying children. I apologize. I feel like I'm 90 years old. But there are really no jobs out there. Now is the time where you create your
Your own
success.
thing, yeah.
Yeah, this is the time for creation.
We have some Hope Over Hurt Nation comments.
All right.
Cousin Reba said they should start off at a community college and get that associate degree and then go to a 4-year college and get your bachelor's degree within 2 years, and it's cheaper. They should go when they are ready and mature enough. Kimberly Gwen says the internet has opened up a new world for this current generation. During my generation, college was the only way. I would tell a child now, don't go if you're not ready and don't want to go. I don't waste anyone's money or end up with an abundance of student loans or
Yeah.
debt.
On that note, boom, because that's true.
Yeah.
And we notice too, some children and young adults will go because their parents want them to go.
That's right.
You
They
know what
feel
I'm
it's the
saying?
right
And so
thing.
they go, if you're not going to go for the right reasons, then don't go. Because the parent may have grown up and said, been real strong in education and said, boom, 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 y'all go. This is what you have to do in order to come out of college and get a good job.
Right.
But we've never been told to come out and create your own job.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like a setup mentality
true.
of earlier generations. And so it's like now, because so much has opened up, even Steve Harvey says he go and speak at these schools. He's telling the children.
Yeah.
He's telling the students, you don't have to stay in here to get go to college to get a good education. He said that many principals told him, don't tell our students that.
Right.
Yeah.
Don't you come in here and tell our students that. He said,
'Cause that's-
he said, look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He said, if you go, go. But if you don't and you're led to do something else to pursue the dream and vision and assignment you believe you have
Right.
to contribute into the earth,
Right.
then you go and pursue it that way. So that you then won't live a life of regret.
Yeah.
After you've done it, you've gone 4, 6, 12 years,
Yeah.
and you're now a career college student, and you know, and now you realize, I didn't want to do this anyway. I'm only doing this so I can please mom before
Right.
she passed.
Now you got
or
$10,000
dad,
worth
and you
of
got
debt.
all of
100,000,
this stress.
yeah.
So it's like,
For nothing.
It's a sign of the times.
Yeah.
It's really the sign of the times. You know, back in the day, it was the industrial age, and now it's the information age. You know, so we were born with that 40-40-40 mentality. That mentality is being eradicated now because there is nobody working a 40-year job starting in the last 1990 in the year 2000. Those jobs are not there anymore. And so that's why you have to take on the mindset that either you don't have to become an entrepreneur, but you can definitely become more creative. There's so many opportunities because we're in the information technology age right now instead of that industrial age when it was, when there were, you had the factories and things. Then those jobs were created back then, back when I was born. But now the opportunities are so much vast, it's so much, greater because we've been living for this time frame for all of our lives, for all these years. This is the time that we really want to be around. So.
Well, that said, you got a plethora of information.
Yes. These responses are definitely genuine and I would say normal.
Yeah.
The advice that the adults give the young adults today about college is vast in very different ways.
Right.
And I believe the history and your path and your morals and what you believe in kind of is encompassed in your answer. However, I'll always give answers based on the future
Okay.
and where we are going for as the economic side of it.
Okay.
So I'm looking here, as Tanya said, college graduates can't find work despite strong jobs report. So jobs report every single month. We come out with economic job reports.
Right.
On every first Friday of every month, we report the economic jobs reports. Even though these numbers are strong,
Okay.
the college graduates are still hard to find work.
So
It's
even
still
though we're
very-
saying that they're there,
right,
they can't find work.
work. So they're coming out with this massive amount of financial debt
Show right.
from college, but they can't find jobs in the area that they went to school for. Why is that? Because of artificial intelligence.
That's
Yeah,
true.
Automation.
So the automation of implementing robots into the job force is eliminating these jobs.
I have a question about that. When they report these job reports and how well the country is doing with resources, are they saying what type of industry that the jobs are secured
It's
in?
all industries combined.
See, and that's
to
the thing.
give
I
a
think what
full-
you're, it's almost taking apart
you're
what you're
masking
saying.
it,
But
basically.
they still do break it down.
Okay.
For what areas, for us the percentage wise.
I wonder how much of it's blue collar, how much of it's automated, how much of it's, do you know what I
yes.
mean?
So there are jobs that are being created from artificial intelligence.
Right.
However, those are very few.
Okay.
So you have a massive amount of people that's being laid off
Right.
from artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
And however, the world is still giving heavy advice to go to college. Now, I'm not here to bash college, but my advice to the young adult was this. Instead of going to school and getting a massive amount of financial debt, let's do it backwards.
Okay.
Let's go get educated on money, right? Because most people go to school,
All right.
they come out to go get a job for what they went to school for, and most of them don't.
Right.
So now they have this job that's paying basic minimum wage or whatever, because they take the first job that comes so they can start paying the debt that they just accumulated. So if you come out as a young adult, 18, start your investments to create cash flow, right? And have your cash flow accumulate. Then 3 to 5 years, once you accumulated enough cash flow, if you want to go to college, then now you can go without the financial debt
Yes.
that's behind it.
Or at least the understanding of what to do with the debt.
That's correct.
Okay. It being
So-
empowered. You're saying
Yes,
going to school
so
being
you'll be
empowered.
able to
Right.
afford the college without the financial debt
Or
to
stress.
it because of your cash flow is paying for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So now it's not a stress.
Okay.
You're coming out stress free, And then you going not to depend on the college degree to pay for your future.
All right.
You're using your cash flow to do that.
Right.
So now it's just
smart.
That's
an addition to your lifestyle and not a dependent
Amen.
That's good.
on your
That's
lifestyle.
Hit the
good.
bell.
So big,
Yes.
big difference.
Very big difference. Yes, V.
That's awesome.
That is
That's
so
awesome.
I guess that spoke to some folks in here today, right?
Yes.
Because like I say, at the end of your life, it doesn't matter how many degrees you have on that wall. What's going to take care of you is what's in your bank account.
Oh, I hope.
Period. Dot.
Hold on.
Calm.
Hold on.
So
This is
if
when we-
you, in the future, lose your job, you can't take your PhD and your college degrees to your bill collectors and say, hey, I've earned this.
Keep my lights on.
Keep my lights on.
Absolutely.
That's true.
No title's
so
going to
true.
pay
It
for your
does not
groceries.
matter. So that's why I stress enough to have financial education on how it doesn't agree. Again, I go back to this and I'm going to say it a million times. What good is it to have a PhD if your money don't have a GED? That is, you have to get your money educated as well.
And you know, and I know we don't have a lot of time, but I just gotta say, remember the lady who was offended that you even said that? They were like, well, I have a PhD and it's working for me. And you were like, you don't understand. If your bank account can measure that, then great. But what about the 60% that can't say that their PhD over, hello, is
Right.
being paid? I know me and Kim Gwen both have about the same amount of debt. It's well in the six figures.
Yeah,
for
Kim
school.
Gwen actually even said it took her 18 months after she graduated to find a job.
Right. You
Yes.
know, and so with that said, what you're saying is true, but people actually take offense because we do have a great weight of belief in college. And, nothing against that. I think
and
C has something to say.
those
I'm
who
sorry.
get offended
Yeah.
are really receiving they I believe they are receiving their
They put more
what's the word I'm
value
looking
on
for?
their
The
education.
value of who they are
Rather than
based
how much
on
they actually-
their degrees.
Right.
Wow.
That's their
You see?
identity.
So that's what they're leaning on because that's the picture society has
Painted
painted.
for them,
As
exactly.
successful.
So they take that with strong value. And I'm saying, yes, you can still have all of that, but your bank account can be broke. You could be educated and broke. Or like someone who wins the lottery.
Ooh.
I always have to bring that back because that's a perfect example. Now, this person has $1 million bank account, but a broke mindset. So guess what's going to happen?
Tell it.
It's going to come right back
down.
and line right back up to where your thought process is.
That's
So your bank account will always align where your financial education is.
And
That's
on
good.
that note, that was your
good.
love message for
good.
today.
Happy
Sir,
Valentine's
bees.
Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to that one.
That's your gift.
I don't know about this gift, but you know what?
That's your gift of love. Take it.
That's your gift of love.
take
I
it.
like that.
Good.
Take it. Run with it.
On that note, that was
Yes.
some real tight information.
Very tight.
Where can they find you? How can they find you if they have questions for you? Because we've got testimonies on here of people saying they learned about their credit. They're starting to be in charge of their money. How can they find you, B?
You can email me at wealththroughwisdom@gmail.com. Wealth through THROUGH wisdom@gmail.com.
And that's how you find them. Now, listen, what a great day.
Literally.
See, I want you to close us out with whatever last minute tea we're going over, but that's okay. We had a full house and a lot to say, and we only do this in an hour, which is already.
It seems like,
Yeah,
wow.
it goes so
no,
fast.
Just want to remind everybody, of course, the primaries are coming up.
Yes.
Yes.
But early voting will start this Tuesday on the 18th. So
right.
please, early voting, wherever you are, go to the polls and vote, because when you don't vote, you've already voted.
Who we voting for? Is this the presidential primaries?
This is all primaries, and with president, with DA, with, folks that are running around and about, the House, the Congress.
this is- okay.
The House, the Congress, yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so is this local or this is government?
This is governed.
Okay, gotcha.
Yes, and so this sets up who we're going to have in the final ballot in November.
Gotcha.
And so we've had our good sister Adia, and so here with us for DA here in Harris County, and I'm sure there's much more around. So everyone is urging, vote early, and in Harris County we can vote anywhere, all right? And then early voting will end on February the 28th, and of course the primary elections are on March 3rd.
So this is for president, county, Congress.
Yep.
Positions.
Got you. So
Positions,
Senate.
open, commissioners, like in Houston, all of that is up now.
this is audio.
Yes,
Right,
it's
so
on
Audia's
there.
having a fish fry tomorrow. That's what Miriam wanted to.
Yes.
tell everybody
Audience
about.
having a fish fry.
Right.
Fish fry.
And
think
just
it's
so
like
I'm so
1 to
excited
4.
that the fact that presidential candidate Bernie Sanders has formally endorsed her, it
Yes.
says a great deal.
So many have endorsed her. It's wonderful.
Right? And she has a lot of endorsements. That's just so great. And I just
Audio, we need some yard signs and some posters and all
you
of
sure
that.
right.
Kim G
Youngblood-
also said read for Congress District 22.
Oh, hold on. And read for Congress District 22 is what we want you to vote for
We do. We
whomever
want you
you
to vote,
believe will make the
please.
change. If that's read, vote. Go
Yes.
out there and do what's right. Just research and do your homework.
Yes.
But like Z just said, which was so eloquently said, not doing anything, you're voting.
That's it. And we can't say our vote don't matter. That is so obsolete now.
Antiquated,
Everyone
yeah.
and say that, and you say it so because you've lazy and haven't done your homework. And so what we're saying is stop being lazy, because when things are not going right, you're saying, I told you it was the man.
It's of the
no,
devil.
Please
it's
stop.
you.
That's
Please
part-
stop.
that's-
It's you. It's us not taking our rightful place as kingdom citizens, saying our voice matters. And when
Say
we
it,
find
babe.
the ones
That's drifting.
that we find the ones that are saying, I want to do it for righteousness' sake, not just to be right. Those are the ones we should support, because they have a heart and a passion and compassion for God and his people, and which are all of us, his brothers and sisters. Doesn't matter, you know, what the color is or who it is. If they're speaking the language that we understand by discernment, that's who we should be voting for. And when they're not doing what they're supposed to do, we're the ones that's supposed to hold them accountable for it.
That's facts.
And so when they come out with all the churches, and they coming out and they come into all these places and they speaking before the pulpits and all that, ask them, what is your platform? What do you plan to do? How can we be not only a part of it, but how can we make sure you're doing it? And if you're not doing it, we want to call you on the carpet for it.
And that's real.
Amen.
That's real.
Because we want to partner with you so that our days in the earth will be lived in peace.
Amen. Okay.
That's a partnership that we must have with those who want to take office,
Facts.
that we know if they're believing and doing it for the right reason, we're going to partner with you.
Facts.
If you're not, we're going to make sure we find someone else, and we're going to vote you out.
Facts.
Facts.
Your vote matters. Our vote matters.
Facts.
Okay.
What she said. Listen, y'all, this is Financial Fitness Friday. It's Faith-Filled Friday. On behalf of Hope Over Hurt in this house, from all walks of life, from every part, we just want to say that we haven't forgotten about you, and you are loved so much.
Yes.
That God sealed the deal for you.
Amen.
He did the ultimate close for you.
Yes.
And you matter just that much. So I want you to make it an amazing day.
Yes.
Remember your worth. Remember your concept.
Amen.
Remember your purpose.
Yes.
Don't lose sight for one day. For he has given you so many more and then some. The Creator is right here with us. And on behalf of this entire family, on behalf of who? Brooklyn Manji, we say out.
We love you.
On behalf of L8100,
We love you.
on behalf of Keisha and Mother Merlene,
We love you.
on behalf of Mir,
We love you.
on behalf of Brigitte,
I'll watch it.
on behalf of BT,
We love you.
and on behalf of Z,
We love you. And on behalf of Wendy.
Jay Turner, brother Dr. Bishop Penwell says, I'm watching live in South Africa.
Amen.
I am blessed today.
Amen.
We
Love
you. Bye for now.
Bye for now, guys.
Bye for
Shout
now.
out to the YouTubers. Don't leave them out. We love you.
Thank you guys for tuning in. This is Financial Fitness Friday. I told you, when you tune in, we got nothing but wisdom coming for you.
Amen.
Until next time,
71,000.
we love you, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Nice.
Signature
guys.